So with Tinkerbell, because she is a little bit more apprehensive, I went ahead and untied her and let her free. I want to do a lot more stuff with her at liberty if possible, just to build that relationship. Give her the choice to come and work with me and want to come and work with me. Good girl. Yes. Good. Are we still friends? Are we still friends? Yes. And I use treats in my training. I feel like they deserve a reward. It makes them a lot more cooperative. They're very food motivated. Again, I come at this from more of a dog training perspective than a horse training perspective. I do have my horse training background or horse experience background, so I don't let them do certain things like bite, kick, strike. Those are not allowed. But I want more of a partnership than a servant relationship. I don't want them to be submissive. I want them to be respectful and biddable and do what I ask, but they can have opinions too. And that's where I differ from some of the other trainers in the area that come primarily from a horse or mule background. And that's totally fine. There's different techniques, different ways to skin a cat, lots of things that work. As long as you're not harming the animal physically or mentally, I don't care what you do. But again, realize there are different methods. This is a little bit more unconventional, but I have had really good luck with it. In the past 2 years since I've done it professionally, I've worked with over 120 donkeys, and the vast majority have had significant improvements in success. Yes. Good. Good girl. A lot of it depends how much the owner is willing to put in, how much time the owner is. If I'm just coming out once a week to work with their donkey and they don't touch it in between, then obviously you're not going to have great progress. If I come once a week or once every other week or multiple times a week and they work daily with the donkey in between, you're going to see much better improvement. Yes. Good. So a lot of it depends on the owner. And again, there's different methods, but I don't care that my donkey doesn't move a foot until I tell it to. That doesn't mean crap to me. As long as it's not bowling me over, biting me, kicking me. If he's standing tied, if she's standing tied, she can move around a little bit. If she's standing next to me, she can move back and forth. I don't want her eating without me telling them to. I don't want her to push into me, but she can kind of fidget. I don't care about that. I don't want a robot. I want thinking animal with opinions. Same thing when I do obstacles or maneuvers. I want them to do it willingly. I don't want to be dragging them across obstacles or making them feel like forced, like they have to. I want them to have confidence and enjoy it. And that's just my philosophy. Again, I come at this more from a dog training perspective, where I did agility with my Doberman for several years, dove deep into dog training. That's where I use a lot of the positive reinforcement things. However, I am not at all a positive only trainer. I will use all four quadrants. I'll use negative reinforcement, which is your pressure and release. I will use negative punishment, which is where you take away something they enjoy. So for donkeys that are really pushy or obnoxious, I will remove attention or have owners remove their attention, remove something they like to get through to the donkey. Like, oh, when I act like this, the attention goes away. I will also use positive punishment, physical reprimands. I will hit donkeys if they bite, kick, strike, if they are not scared. If they're doing it just out of being a brat, which many donkeys are because a lot of people give them no boundaries, then that's not allowed. If they do that because they're terrified or they're wild, I'm not going to get after them for that because that doesn't accomplish anything. Once they trust me and are more trained, then yes, I absolutely will. But initially, the most I'll do for like a wild donkey that's acting out because they're scared is a verbal like kind of thing. Hey, hello. You're so good. So now I'm going to ask her to just kind of follow my hand target. Touch. I got to move my camera, so I'm going to come up this way. Good girl. And as she follows me, I'm going to say yes. And it's important to know, again, I do not have a treat in my hand. I have a fanny pack with treats in it. When she touches my hand, that is her button that's telling her, yes, that's exactly what I want. You're going to get a treat. I don't allow them. Some of them will get a little bit mouthy, especially in the beginning, because they're trying to figure out, hey, what gets me that treat? And again, if they're not scared, I will give them a good pop and be like, hey, no, we don't do that. I don't want teeth on me. So now I'm going to turn, and we're going to go this way. Come on, Tinkerbell. Come on, Tinkerbell. Good girl. And as she's following behind where I want her to be, I'm going to say yes and get stopped and give her a treat. And then I'm going to go this way. Come on, Tinky. Good girl. Oh. Let's see what she thinks about the tire. We'll introduce her to the tire for the first time. Pause this.